Okay, great. So, Bill, I have a very difficult question for you, perhaps. A very serious question for you, 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love about America?
Everything. Freedom, I mean, I consider myself to be a very patriotic person. Just you're free to do what you want to. Let people live the way you want to live, And to me, that's, your First and Second Amendments are the two most important. So,
What's something that gives you hope?
what gives me hope? My kids give me hope.
How so?
I have a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. And just to see them grow up in a small town like this, and my older son has aspirations for college, kind of gives you a little bit of hope that, society isn't filled with a bunch of idiots. When you see a halfway smart kid that is doing the right thing, There are good parents out there that raise good kids, and if you look around here, it's a prime example of that. We're a very close-knit, tight neighborhood, and everybody knows everybody, and it's, it works.
And what do you love about where you are right now in this area?
We've lived here for 12 years. How we originally got to this village, I grew up in Washingtonville, which is a neighboring village. When my father, he was a state trooper, when he retired from the state police, he bought a deli up the street. We still own that building. When I was 18, I took it from him and wound up going to the police academy myself at 22. So we made the building apartments, and we had the house next door, and we've been here ever since.
So you serve as well?
I just retired, actually, last year.
Congratulations.
I did, 24 years in a local police department here. So,
And what would you say to others who may be considering serving?
serve. If you have the opportunity, it was the best job I ever had, and I have not a single regret. So as long as you do the right thing by people, and it's very difficult to police an area that you live in if you need to do the right thing by people.
So it's difficult to police an area that you live in, or it's actually...
It's hard. You go to ShopRite, you see people that you've arrested before, and like I
gosh,
always said,
I
if you
didn't know
treat them well
Yeah.
and you respect people, they respect you back. I've never had an issue, off duty with my kids. I've had kids on my little league teams that I've coached here that I've arrested their parents before. As long as you're decent with people, people are decent back. So.
Well, thank you, Bill. That was very insightful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Happy 4th of July.
You too, guys.
Very difficult question for you. What do you love about America?
Freedom
Ah,
and our vets.
yeah.
I work for them. I help them all I can. Yeah, our vets and our soldiers.
Oh, good for you. You've got a big memorial here in Maybrook. Can you tell me is that important to you? Is that significant for the village?
Oh yes, this year has been such a difficult year, and now that we'll be able to go out and we get to see people that we haven't seen in over a year, so it's nice. It's very good, very enjoyable.
What's something that gives you hope?
This right here, where we can be out and among people and everything goes good.
And where do you hope it's going to be next year?
A lot better, and I think it will be. I think our country is coming to mean something to everybody with what happened this year.
Yeah. Well, we're really looking forward to the fireworks tonight, and there's a lot of people coming out. I think it's going to be a great night.
Yes, we have a lot of people here. I'm surprised, and I'm glad, because Mayor Leahy does this stuff all the time. He's done over here we have all our vets' names on bricks, and he works with the people. He's very good with the people.
And 4th of July, does that have a special meaning for you?
Not really, but it's America.
Yeah.
You need to celebrate things. We need to get back on track and where we're going, and hope everything goes good.
Well, thank you for answering those questions. Is there anything else you'd like to say? I'm out of questions.
You're very good interview, and I thank you very much.
Happy 4th.
You too.
Thank you. Well, thanks, Tom. Got a question for you.
Sure.
What do you love about America?
I just love we have opportunity. We have a diversity of many cultures all across the United States.
It's true.
Lots of places to visit, and lots of different natural environments as well. Different, you have deserts, you have mountains, you have beaches, you have the heartland, you have many different lifestyles. So,
What's your favorite?
my goodness, honestly, I guess the freedom to do and be who I want to be.
Oh, it's funny because I was just thinking about how much I love the mountains of Utah. But I think you nailed it.
I misunderstood the question.
Important.
Why'd you like the mountains? I'm a climber by hobby.
Oh, well, there was something about it. There was something about the energy there in that place that I just fell in love with as soon as we landed.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we have a special episode coming out where we climbed all over the mountains like goats, but yeah, beautiful. That's on stargazing and
Nice.
pictographs and calendar glyphs. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Anyway, so what is it about this particular area that you like? Because you could be in any of those places. Why are you here?
I could. Well, my daughter's 11, so I'm not going anywhere soon.
Mm-hmm.
She has her friends and, the community. And New York's a nice area because, in our geography right here, our location, we're not too far from the city, we're not too far from the mountains, we're not too far from the ocean, and we're only an hour from a few different states. This is called the Hudson Valley, so it offers like some really pretty scenery and, nice, family activities, and it's just, they got the 4 seasons, and it's kind of nice to have that.
Yeah, geography plays an important part, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. And my last question, what's something that gives you hope?
Hope, God, that's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for you.
And other people's examples of how they live. And,
Such as, what's an example that's inspired you?
well, to be honest, I don't know if they heard of this in China, but I used to enjoy traveling the road with the Grateful Dead when I was younger. So it was past the age where you can hop a train and go through the country, but you could always hop on with the Grateful Dead. And they're on in their years now, and some of them live very healthy lifestyles. So I have a good example of how I want to be in my 70s or 80s.
Right.
If I live that long. I'm not sure how many people here reminisce, there's no reminiscing, we weren't there, but I guess for us is the pride of the people that serve the country. Like, even on the local level, like, even though they're paid, the police departments, the local governments, they're moms and dads, and they're real people. And, I think, I remember, the people I know that are in the military, and even though a lot of people don't agree with certain reasons for the wars, these young men and women are still going out there doing the things that, may very well contribute greatly to just the peace we have right here together, to be sitting here on a beautiful day doing what we want to do, right? And so I remember, those people. And, America, I think, based on my knowledge, it was quite a promise. It was quite a different kind of thing. And I think it still happens to be that, I think it happens to be that. And to get a little deeper into that, I don't think a lot of us on the local level are as identified by politics as if you're watching the news. 'Cause
Right.
we're just people here doing our thing,
I think that's important.
And so on the macro level, it might seem we're all divided, but on this micro level, it doesn't exist.
And you see that in your community.
I just see families and people and friendliness, and there's a general sense of it's just nice to be here, and there seems to be peace and goodwill between people. That's what I experience.
And we experience that too because we go out and we try to find smaller stories behind the news. So we're doing an episode on 4th of July, but we're looking at, we could go to big city fireworks, but instead we want to come here. So that's where and we see similar things, and I'm really glad that you're able to sort of talk about that.
Yeah, if you lived your life just watching the network news, you'd think that everybody's fighting and we're all, and it's, maybe, that selective story is there, maybe that's the narrative, but you don't see it here, and so.
yeah, we see a lot of hope from people, and I think that's something that we want to share. Yeah.
Well, it's nice that you do what you do. This is a great thing.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for talking with us,
Enjoy the
Tom.
evening. Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
and,
you too.
Enjoy the fireworks later. And thank you. Great.
You bet. Take
Okay.
care. Happy 4th.